Portuguese lessons for today. Não faz mal, não entende uma palavra. Pode ajudar-me, por favor. There we go. Boa ideia.
So with the travel ban stopping me from being able to travel and making it difficult to go shopping for a farm in Portugal, all I've done is to be proactive and start preparing and doing a little bit more planning and a little bit more research. And while I'm doing all of that, I am knitting. I've already knitted 2 jerseys. I'm now on a 3rd. But you might say, what does that have to do with living on a farm in Portugal? Well, winter evenings can be chilly, so I'm preparing for that. Let's just put it like that.
But drinking some orange juice, trying to be healthy. But this is another little project I've started. Is I brought back 4 avocados from Turkey because they're so much cheaper there than in Norway. And I was looking online and I found, because I don't have toothpicks, to try and grow the avocado seeds, pips, whatever you call them, big things in the middle. Apparently, if you haven't got the toothpicks, then you can wrap them in kitchen towel, which is wet, kept moist, and keep them in a dark place, and they should start to grow. So this is an experiment. So these are my pips. They're drying a little bit, so I need to moisten them. But let's have a look and see if anything is happening. Absolutely nothing happening with that one. Let's see here. Nothing happening with that one. I don't know if this is going to work. This was just something that I saw online. Ooh, something seems to be happening here. This one's starting to split open. That's a very good sign. So, okay, something's happening with that one. My avocado seeds have started germinating. Where can I find sand to put them in a pot? There doesn't seem to be much sand outside. My first idea was to get some sand from these beds, but there's so many, I don't know, dried leaves and little stones, and I don't know if the cats have been pooping there, so I'm going to see if I can get some potting soil. Joy at Rayma, but behind Rayma is Europris, and there seems to be lots, but now I just need to find a smaller bag because I'm not carrying a massive bag home. My avocado seeds have been growing. So if I open up the kitchen towel, you can see how the first step is for them to split in half like this, and then over there, that's where the roots are going to grow out. So when I plant this in the ground, I will be planting flat part of the bottom and the pointy side up. So if I look at some of the others, you can see, look at the root starting to come through the kitchen towel already. this one. See, it's definitely split, and I think these are now ready to plant into, with the roots coming out of the side like that. I think they're ready to plant into soil now. So I went to the shop and I bought some pots to put them in. I think I might paint these pots. And I found some potting soil for flowers, which I think will probably work. So I'm going to now put that into the pots and then plant these avocado pips. So I had 4 avocado seeds that from avocados I brought back from a visit to Turkey, and you can see I've unpacked these other 2. You can see this, they're germinating really nicely and roots coming out. So this method is, if you don't have toothpicks and you don't want to do that whole stabbing them with toothpicks and putting them over water, I found this online. You just keep the kitchen towel wet, not like drench wet, but more than moist, and you wrap the seeds in that, and you just keep on every day making sure that it doesn't dry out. And then it took these ones about 3-4 weeks to start growing. It might be faster the other way, but this way I think is much less hassle. I've seen some people have wrapped it in kitchen towel and then put it in a plastic, a Ziploc plastic bag, and then put that in a cupboard somewhere for a couple of weeks until they start germinating. But I just put mine in a plastic container like that, and it's worked perfectly. So now's the time to put some soil into my pots. I don't have a little spade. I'm going to have to use a teaspoon, I suppose, not a teaspoon, a dessert spoon to put the soil in. Fill the pots with soil, and now I am going to plant these in, flat side down, pointy side up. I'm going to, bury them in the soil. Okay, so you can see they are all pointy side up in the pots. You leave just the little bit of the tip of the pointy side sticking up, and I'm now going to water them. And then I will be putting this on my windowsill. I have quite a nice big windowsill. Sun comes in, I think it will be perfect. And here you have what will hopefully end up being 4 avocado trees. Seeds, time to buy some seeds. So I went to the shop to buy some glue, and I saw some seeds, and I bought a whole lot of seeds for my farm that I don't even have yet. The reason being is, if I have positive thoughts and I put my positive thoughts out to the universe and I act on those positive thoughts by buying seeds for my vegetable garden on my farm that I haven't bought yet, it's all going to become a reality. So this is me farming in my apartment. I don't have a spade, so I'm going to use a spoon to start filling up my little seed things, and then I'm going to plant. Well, I'm wondering if I should have waited for them to start getting the shoots coming from the top instead of just the roots, because they've been in the pots now for nearly a week and no sign of green things. So I don't know, I might have killed their development by planting them too early. But you can see my little mini greenhouses are doing really, really well. They create their own like little environment with the moisture dripping, but you can see plants are starting to come up. Look at these radishes, crazy. Well, I got an interesting looking envelope. So I opened it up and inside some seeds that I ordered for my farm that I still don't have. I really like gooseberry plants and I know they grow well in Cape Town, and so I think they would grow well in Portugal. And this is Cape gooseberry. There we go. And yeah, I want to plant a whole lot so I can make my own jam, because I love gooseberry jam. And there are the seeds. So I will be keeping this till the day I get a farm. Spring in Norway. The leaves are starting to come. Beautiful blue sky. A lot of buds out. The lake in springtime.
So I got an email from one of the estate agents I've been corresponding with in Portugal. And this one is, good afternoon Cindy, I hope everything is fine with you. And they've sent me some property links so I can eventually make visits as soon as possible. Our borders are still closed here. There's still a travel ban, and there's still a travel ban in Portugal, but holding thumbs for June. So he sent through a whole lot of links, which I looked at. Some of them quite interesting. So I replied, having looked at them, and I said to him, thanks for brightening my day by sending the links. And I thought I'd ask some questions. A lot of them like, are we allowed to build on the property? There's no structures. Does it have water? Etc. And I said, do you have to get a special permit to keep some livestock, like a few goats, pigs, some chickens? Because I've done a bit of research. In some places it seems you have to have a special permit, or you have to register your livestock, and other people don't seem to bother about it, but I'll look into that a little bit more. So anyway, he sent his response. So for that property, there's no well or dam, and you're not allowed to have any construction on there. If there's no water, then I'm not interested. So yeah, that one had a whole lot of what did he call them? Aeolic fans, windmills. And then it's got an existing construction, it can't be legalized as housing, there's no well or dam. But this one is the one that I liked best. This one, it is allowed to build or rebuild for housing. It's got water, it's got electricity. But so this one seems to be a big possibility. So let's have a look at that one and see. So if we look at this one, You can see it's got like a dam, little dam on there. It's about, it's about a hectare, I think. It's got well and another kind of well. It does look quite dry, but there does seem to be quite a lot of water. Now these are like the old ruins that this one has got. You can see inside that I would imagine is definitely for animals, but yeah, it looks quite nice. I just want to see that picture of, yep, this must have been a house or whatever. It looks like it's got like a little electricity meter there, maybe over here or something, I don't know. And that also looks like it could have been a house, I'm not too sure, but there's some more water, so I quite like that one. But there are other estate agents. Here's Era. They've also got quite a few ones that look possible. There's like possibilities, just to sort of have a look at the different things. Look at that ruin. This looks like this was a double story or something, I don't know. Yeah, and then some of them have got like vineyards. You can see like remains over here of vineyards. We have to see. I can just keep looking, but although the temptation is to buy something from the pictures, and I'm not a very patient person. I know I have to wait until I can get there, and I'm just hoping that by June things will have been, this transport ban will be lifted. Because in the meantime, what I have done is I've booked some accommodation, different hotels and that, for June, so that if I do end up going in June, I've already got my accommodation booked. So there seem to be lots of properties available, and I'm sure that once I get there, I will be able to find something that will meet my requirements. You see, this one's got quite a lot of water as well. I like the grazing with that. Oh well. Oh, yeah, I can just dream. So, if you could like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button, I can almost not even say the word notification, then that would be awesome, because I'm just a very old lady trying to grow my YouTube channel and waiting impatiently to be able to buy a farm to retire on. So, yep, I'll see you on my next adventure. Social distance, keep safe, have a good one.